So I have used the XREAL One Pro, the Viture Beast, and the XREAL One S extensively, and here's my comparison of these three glasses. Subjectively speaking, one of them is better and it might not be the one you think it is. But before we get started with the video, if you like and appreciate my type of content, please like, comment, and subscribe. My allergies are pretty bad right now. My eyes are really itchy, but I figure I gotta get you guys this video, so let's get started. Right now I'm using the Viture Beast trying to capture videos outdoor. And once again, I have used these glasses extensively, but just doing final touches. And it is clear to me which one the winner is. This is also clear to me that Viture Beast is the best Viture glasses just yet. The 3D stability, man, you are quickly reminded just how stable the XREAL One series glasses are compared to basically the Viture, because that's the only other thing that has 3D. As of right now, April of 2026, these are all the AR or XR glasses on the market with native 3D, and it all started with this one, which is the XREAL One. This XREAL One was released in 2024. I remember using mine on Thanksgiving of 2024 and I was absolutely blown away. And then came next was the XREAL One Pro, which was announced around the same time but released a few months later on. It was the first glasses to come out with a flat prism optics, very advanced, much wider field of view at 57 degrees. And then these two glasses right here were released around similar time. This one was first released in Asia, and this one was announced earlier but not released until later on. This is the Viture Beast, which is now the king of the field of view, which has 58 degrees field of view compared to the XREAL One Pro, which has 57. It's only 1 degree difference, but it is worth known. This one here is the XREAL One S, which has 52 degrees field of view compared to the XREAL One, which has 50 degrees field of view. Once again, all four glasses have native 3D. All four glasses have ultra wide mode, but the XREAL glasses have ultra wide mode, super ultra wide, and a portrait mode. The Viture glasses only has a super ultra wide mode. It doesn't have a regular ultra wide, nor does it have a portrait mode. And the XREAL glasses also have native 2D to 3D conversion, as well as native 6D capability using the XREAL Eye, which you can purchase separately. On the Viture Beast, you do have a camera on there that comes with it, but right now there is no functionality assigned to it. There is no word on when there will be a functionality to it or what exactly will those capabilities be and how well they will work. These three glasses are the ones that people have been asking me the most, more specifically the Viture Beast and the XREAL One Pro, because they both have flat prism optics. So right away you can see the optics. The optics of the Viture Beast is much thicker than the optics of the XREAL, significantly thicker. Like, look at the height. It's a thick boy, like very thick compared to the XREAL One Pro. As a matter of fact, I have this right here, which we're gonna use to measure. When I measured before, so this one comes out to be okay, 11.8. 11.8, right, compared to the Viture, which is 16, yeah, 16.1. So 11.8 millimeter compared to 16.1. Like, I don't know if you guys can tell, but it is significantly thicker. So yes, the One Pro is much slimmer, but it's only about 5 grams lighter than the Viture Beast. So yes, the Viture Beast is heavier, but it is worth noting that the One Pro has metal hinges and is still lighter than the Viture Beast, which has all plastics. But so yes, that's the physical comparison. Oh, the Viture Beast now has adjustable hinges. All XREAL glasses have always had adjustable hinges, so nothing new there. And then now compared to the XREAL One S, the biggest difference between these three glasses is the XREAL One S has broadband optics, whereas these two has flat prisms. The benefits of the flat prisms is it eliminates short reflections, whereas with this one, it reflects your shirts. One thing to note is that the Viture Beast does have a camera in the middle. Right now, the camera is non-functional. It doesn't do anything, but my guess is Viture has plans on adding more capabilities with this camera. We don't know how what exactly those capabilities are gonna be and how well they will work. Whereas with the One Pro, you do not have a camera, but you have the ability to actually attach a camera, attach a modular camera, just like the One S right here. You see this one has a camera. It is modular. You can just simply unplug it. It is tiny, like very tiny. You just simply unplug it and you can put it into that. And you will now be able to record mixed reality videos with your XREAL One Beam. With your XREAL Beam Pro, or you can just simply use it for native 6 stuff. So without any external software, as long as you have that camera, you will be able to get 6 stuff with this camera right here. With these glasses right here. As far as physical buttons go, the Viture has more buttons. You have this right here. You have up and down, and then you have another mode button, and then you have up and down. Whereas with both the XREAL One and the One Pro, you only have buttons on one side. So you do have an up and down mode button, and you have this button right here, and then you have another button up top, which is definitely less than what the Viture has. These two right here have a 1200p resolution, whereas this one has a 1080p. Keep in mind, this one did come out about a year before these two right here. So this is been on the market a lot longer. Now, as far as 1200 versus 1080, how significant is the jump in resolution? It's not that significant, to be honest. I have the XREAL One right here. Because I keep this in my office, I will use it every now and then if it's closer to me. This usually stays in my bedroom, right next to my bedstand. So it really, as far as resolution, I'm not gonna go from my office all the way to the bedroom to grab this just because I want to use a higher resolution. If this is available, I'm gonna use it. So for me personally, that jump in resolution is not significant enough to where it actually changes the way I enjoy media content. As far as sharpness goes, the XREAL One takes it hands down. I've used these glasses thoroughly back and forth. I've watched the same exact content. I have actually edited 2 videos using this Viture Beast, and I've edited multiple videos using the XREAL One S and multiple videos using the One Pro. From my observation, the XREAL One S is just significantly sharper than these 2 glasses right here. These 2 glasses benefit from the flat prism optics, which allows for wider field of view, especially with the Viture, which has 58 compared to the 57 of the XREAL One Pro. The display technologies for these glasses are still newer, so you do experience chromatic aberrations. Now, how bad are they? Well, in terms of my use case, which is I do a lot of video editing. I'm not just a YouTuber, I'm a real estate agent. So I work with a lot of documents and I do a lot of real estate video editing. I've used these glasses, the One Pro, and even the other glasses, and I have no issues. I don't know if I have some exceptional vision. Yes, I do see the chromatic aberrations, but it's never been an issue for me. Now, based on my observations, the chromatic aberration on the Viture Beast is actually worse. It is definitely noticeably worse than the One Pro. I have a rental agreement for a client that I was reading on the One Pro, and I switched to the Beast, and I noticed immediately that the chromatic aberration on the Beast is actually worse than the One Pro. Now, I could still work those documents, but I just had a little bit more of a difficult time using the Beast compared to the One Pro. As far as watching movies, it's not a problem at all. As far as playing games, I don't do a whole lot of gaming, but it's not a problem at all. If I want to do heavy documentation, the Extra One S is the glasses for me to go with as far as heavy productivity. I understand that personal preference is a thing, but to be honest, I just don't see how you can confidently say the Viture Beast is the better of the three glasses. I really can't. I think the display engine of the One Pro is just better compared to the Viture Beast. Like there's quite a lot of chromatic aberrations on the Viture Beast compared to the One Pro. And when you are using the photochromic tint, the electrochromic tint, there seems to be like a streak on the Viture Beast, like it's running down the screen. I'm now using the XREAL One Pro, and for sure, even the photochromic tint on the One Pro is better. The 3-dove stability, man, you are quickly reminded just how stable the XREAL One series glasses are. It is also quite noticeable how bright the Viture is compared to the One Pro. It definitely is more noticeable. But the thing is, because the photochromic is better on the One Pro, so it's kind of like, okay, which one do I prefer? The colors on the Beast seems oversaturated compared to the One Pro. The One Pro feels more true to life, but obviously when it comes to overall user experience, I still give it to the XREAL One S. If you're doing a lot of productivity or a lot of documents, then the XREAL One S will be the glasses to go with. But if you're just doing movies or gaming, then the One Pro is definitely the way to go, or should I say it's adequate. And this is the photochromic of the One Pro. You notice the whole thing goes black. There is no streak. And then as soon as I put on the One S, I am quickly reminded just how wonderful it is having flat prism optics, because right away I can see a reflection of my watch, I can see the reflection of the floor, I can see a whole bunch of reflections that I completely forgot about compared to the One Pro or the Beast. But also you notice just how good the colors of the One S is, and you quickly notice that 16:10 aspect ratio. You can see more of the top and bottom part of the screen compared to the One Pro or the Viture Beast. But once again, this one also has electrochromic tint, and the One S just looks amazing. Besides the reflection, of course, it looks amazing. Another advantage of the XREAL One S is that it is cheaper than both glasses at $450. This is a really good deal. Now, the Viture Beast, not only is it cheaper than the One Pro, it also comes with a built-in camera. An advantage of the One Pro is that not only is the camera modular, that way you can go in places where you don't feel comfortable using a camera, or maybe cameras are not allowed. It has so many features built in, just like the XREAL One S, which doesn't really give it an advantage over the XREAL One S. But the flat prism optics is an advantage over the One S, and you do have a wider field of view compared to the XREAL One S. Now, when it comes to the menu of the Viture Beast, I love the fact that I can press one of these buttons, press and hold, and I can adjust the distance and the size of the screen. With the XREAL One series glasses, you sort of have to go into the menu and adjust it. It's not as quick. You just simply have a lot more options with the Viture, and you have so many customizations with the Viture buttons. So when it comes to buttons and ease of use, Viture definitely takes the cake on that one. When it comes to feature and stability and how well those features are executed, XREAL takes the cake by far. But that's also because they've been in the game a lot longer. You have many different options. You have multiple ultra wide modes selection. You have lab modes where you can actually, every single time you connect your glasses, it would automatically start in ultra wide mode, or it would automatically start in alternate in a different mode as far as audio. You just have a plethora of options when it comes to XREAL because they've been in the game a lot longer, so they are very polished. They've had multiple chances to address people's concerns and develop more options. And then the XREAL One chip itself, the actual chip in the glasses, is noticeably much more powerful than what Viture has. But that's because XREAL self-developed their chip specifically for these glasses to do specific things, whereas Viture, as far as I know, is using some generic off-the-shelf chip to power their glasses. So far, it works. It does the 3 dove. There's a little bit of stability issues, but for the most part, if I had to use the Viture Beast, I will be perfectly fine. If I had to pick one to use daily, most amount of time, or if I could only keep one, it would be the XREAL One S. Very bright, very sharp. Yes, it has bird bath optics, which can cause reflection, but for me, it's just the most complete or best all-around glasses that we have so far. If you like and appreciate this type of content, please like, comment, and subscribe if you're not already subscribed. If you have any question, drop it down in the comment section. Thank you so much for watching. Peace.